What's up, Saiyan Army? So front squats today, 7 sets of 5. We're hitting 270 pounds. So changes. We got the squat shoes on instead of the little toe shoes, and we also have the knee sleeves on as well. So I'm bringing them back. Reason being is because I talked about this about a month ago. When I sit too far upright on my front squat, I end up putting a little too much pressure on my lower back. So I'm trying out the front squat, seeing how it is, trying to stay as upright as possible without leaning too far back, which the squat shoes actually prevent me from doing because of the heel. Also the knee sleeves. So something I changed about my form is I noticed I'm putting a little bit too much pressure on my knees. My knees are traveling a little too much forward, and I'm not opening up my hips as much. So next time I hit front squats, which is in a few days from now, I'm gonna focus on driving my knees out, splitting the floor with my feet, and just sitting back, pushing off my midfoot and heels. So let's get into this topic. What's the best training frequency? Okay, in my belief, the best training frequency is 2 to 3 times a week, depending on experience and volume. So keep in mind, guys, the higher volume you train in, the less frequent you can train that muscle group. Obviously, you know, you do like 50 sets of chest on one day, you know, chances are you're gonna have to wait a week to rest to hit chest again, unless you're, you know, an enhanced athlete or whatever. So keep that in mind. So let's say you got 10 sets of squats to do this week. You can either do them on Monday, hit all 10 sets, and then, you know, chances are the DOMs are gonna set in and you can't do squats again for another week. Or you can do 5 sets on Monday and 5 sets on Thursday. Okay, I think splitting them up is a lot better just because you have a little rest time in between. So, and you can hit the 5 sets each day a lot harder than you would just 10 straight sets because you're fresh now. So, I don't really know any enhanced athletes personally, but I know a lot of them can train in higher frequency and higher volume because their recovery time is a lot faster. But I'm assuming if you're watching my video, none of you guys are enhanced anyways. So, what training programs do I recommend for someone looking to train in higher frequency? So the most popular one is going to be the legs push pull. Okay, that's the first time I was introduced to a higher frequency training. Was when I tried the legs push pull, and my body has changed since I switched to that. And I did that for a good 2 years plus, the legs push pull. So a lot of you guys that jump around routines all over the place, don't do it. You're wasting time. Stick to a program. Find a program that you like and just stick to it, guys. You don't have to change it up every single time. My legs push pull varied very slightly. The exercises pretty much stayed the same. The only thing that changed was maybe a little bit of the accessory work, but the compounds pretty much stayed the same. So, and I made gains off that for 2 years straight until I got kind of bored of it, which, yeah, if you get bored of something, then just that's when you change it. But if you're making gains, then it shouldn't be boring regardless. So, another good training split, lower upper. That's what I'm doing now. I'm doing lower upper rest, lower, and then that'd be like the whole week. So I'm hitting everything about 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm really liking it. I'm focusing on the big compound lifts. As you guys seen in my powerlifting versus bodybuilding video, you guys want to make gains, get strong in the powerlifting exercise, get strong on your big compounds, and do the bodybuilding accessories. If you notice, all the top training programs are doing this today. They're getting you strong in the compound movements, and you're adding bodybuilding accessories at the end. So in the end, in conclusion, even bro splits will work. Okay, do whatever is fun for you. Okay, the most important thing is you're having fun and you're staying consistent. For me, I stayed consistent for a long time doing the same amount of weights, not making much gains, but physically my body kept making gains just because I stayed consistent to the task. So the most important thing is you stay consistent. Okay, after that would be increasing your training stimulus, you know, either getting stronger, increasing intensity, increasing volume, you know, that your body can handle. Of course, volume is dependent on experience. The more experienced lifter you are, the higher volume you're going to need to grow. And last but not least is diet. If your diet's all fucked up, it's going to be a little bit harder to make gains. If you're in a calorie deficit and you're trying to get stronger, it's going to be a lot harder than if you're at a caloric surplus. Or let's say you're at a maintenance. You know, it's even at a maintenance, it's hard to make gains. So if you're trying to get big, get in a caloric surplus. Or if you're trying to cut down, get in a deficit, summer's coming around. I don't know what your plans are, but that's in the video. See you guys later. Aloha. Oh yeah, next video. comment below. We're going to make it a little bit different. Comment below personal questions, non-fitness related questions. I'll answer them in my next video. And we'll just keep having fun, keep rocking it. You guys keep killing it. Saiyan Army out.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!